This is Kathy Biehl of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of February 18, 2019. Massive week, huge week, lots of gear shifts, lots of major action. We're hitting a peak moment having to do with borders. Isn't that interesting? And we have some very paradoxical influences at our disposal right now. There's a full moon in Virgo, which is one of the more intellectual expressions of emotions, objective, standing back, analyzing, discerning, looking at how things could be improved. It's ruled by Mercury, the cosmic god of communication, the messenger god, but he's traveling with Neptune, the guy that unhinges us from earthly experience. And the two of them are in a clash with bigger is better Jupiter. So there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of lying, there's a lot of deception, there's a lot of inspiration. There is a terrific amount of guidance and experience that has nothing whatsoever to do with rational thinking. This is part of what is pulling us onward, and there's something else going on with it. Chiron, the representative of our abiding wound and the challenge of sinking fully into the physical, Chiron is changing signs on the day of the full moon, which is the 19th. He's clearing out of an energy that he's been traveling through since the spring of 2010, which is the same amount of time that Uranus has been in Aries, which he's about to leave. And that's the sign that Chiron is moving into. It's a bit of a handoff of energy. So we're now moving into a phase of the fire coming back within us, no matter how battered we feel, no matter how beaten down by life we feel, no matter how many physical problems we've been dealing with lately. And I've got to say, I have been observing an epidemic of multiple health issues coming to a head all at once. No matter what state we're in, this shift gives us the energy to get up and get going again. And it also puts Chiron under the rulership of Mars, who is currently in the most grounded, slow, steady sign of the zodiac, Taurus. Mars is our action hero, how we push ourselves forward in the world, and he's got us extremely focused on the here and now, on what we can touch, taste, feel, eat, consume, take to the bank. He's a supportive player in the Virgo full moon, helping us almost effortlessly implement, move forward on whatever our needs improving checklist comes up with after this full moon. He's also one of the two influences this week that keep our feet on the ground, no matter how much we're wandering around in fog, no matter how confused or dazed or, oh, really, what's going on? We might find ourselves being. There are two big influences that give us a grounding cord, that offer us the opportunity to stay the course, to stay steady. One of them is a cooperative link between Venus, ruler of what we desire, and Saturn, the lord of adulting. That launches the week. It's an opportunity. It's not something we have to do. It is something that is on offer to us. And if we accept it and embrace it, there is the possibility for committing to something that's really important to you, bringing structure to something that's really important to you, grounding, firming up, figuring out that you do have the resources for something or having them come to you. And the second is this beautiful link between Mars and the Virgo moon. As the week goes on, you may feel increasingly that you are operating on autopilot, that some homing beacon is going boop, 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 and you are heading toward it. Not entirely sure where it's leading you or what it is or how you're going to get there, except that your footing is sure. And one thing it's leading to for certain, one thing that this tractor beam has locked onto is something you very desperately want, crave. It's unavoidable. Venus, the goddess of love and money in kind of mortal conscious levels, and Pluto, the lord of deep, obsessive desire, cravings, compulsions, and huge amounts of wealth, hidden motivations, things that are below the surface. The two of them are fusing over the weekend. They will plow down hesitations, plow down barriers, pull you into something, towards something, whether you're conscious of it or not. Now, when these two get together, there is very frequently some issue of triangulation. A third party that's in the picture. Somehow, this conjunction could pare that back, could cause a threesome to focus into a twosome. And this doesn't necessarily mean philandering or cheating. There are many situations where there is a third factor, a third element, a third component that sometimes gets in the way. And now there's going to be a streamlining of some sort. If you dodged Valentine's Day, as many people do, this conjunction and the weekend could bring an adult version of the holiday, or at least a more emotionally intimate, raw, and candid experience of it. And that could include actual communication. The messenger god is in a cooperative aspect with Pluto. We could get messages that change many things. We could get messages that are extraordinarily revealing. We could find openings for having conversations that haven't seemed possible before. So, huge week. And here we go. Homing thought of the week. I can do this. Song of the week. I have a bunch of them. Show Me from My Fair Lady. A very old Victor Herbert song. I want what I want when I want it, and I'm referring only to the chorus. The theme song from the Bugs Bunny cartoon show from the early 60s, Overture, This Is It. And I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor, which leads to the image of the week, the ending scene of Fellini's film Nights of Cabiria. The protagonist has just lost everything. Her house, her marriage, her love. The man she married has tried to kill her, taken all of her money. She's escaped from him, and in the final scene, she's walking down a road, joins a group of people she doesn't even know, and she's simply walking, and a smile breaks out on her face. She has herself. She has a future. My forecast for the Virgo full moon has more about this. You'll find it at my site, empowermentunlimited.net, where you can sign up for my mailing list, book a session with me, and get yourself a great tool for dealing with the Chiron gear shift, which is the guided visualization meeting Chiron. $20, 18 minutes, your life will change. It's available in the shop. There's also bonus content about the shift at patreon.com/Kathy Biehl, and I am grateful as always to the many patrons who are keeping Astro-Insight from going behind a paywall, and you can help too for as little as $1 a month. Talk to you next week.